Look around you. The air, water, your chair, and even your body are all examples of matter. Matter is everywhere around us. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. So yes, even invisible air is matter because it takes up space. But what is matter really made of? To understand that, scientists use a model called the particle model of matter. The particle model says that all matter is made of extremely tiny particles. These particles are too small to see directly with our eyes. Different pure substances have their own kinds of particles. Kayang particles of water are different from particles of oxygen or iron. We cannot normally see individual particles, so scientists use models to help us visualize and explain what happens at the microscopic level. One important idea is that particles are always moving. Kahit mukhang still ang isang object, its tiny particles are constantly in motion. When temperature increases, particles gain energy and move faster. Kapag mas mainit, mas mabilis ang movement ng particles. So even when something looks completely still, its particles may still be moving. This is one reason models help explain matter. Another important idea is that spaces exist between particles. The amount of space depends on how the particles are arranged. Some particles are very close together, while others have more space between them. This helps explain the different states of matter. The spacing and movement of particles help explain why solids, liquids, and gases behave differently in our everyday world. Let's discover how they work. Particles also attract one another. This attraction helps keep particles together, although the strength of attraction can vary between substances. When particles are strongly attracted, they tend to stay closer together. When movement increases, particles can move farther apart. So remember, particles are always moving, have spaces between them, and attract each other. These ideas help explain the behavior of matter. In a solid, particles are packed closely together and usually arranged in an organized pattern. They have very limited space to move around. Solid particles are not completely still. They vibrate in place. But they cannot freely move from one location to another. Because the particles stay close and maintain their arrangement, solids usually have a definite shape and definite volume. In liquids, particles are still relatively close together, but they are less organized than particles in solids and can move around. Because liquid particles can move past one another, liquids can flow and take the shape of their container. A liquid changes shape depending on its container, but its particles remain close enough to maintain a definite volume. In gases, particles are far apart. They move freely in different directions. Mas malalaki ang spaces between gas particles. Because gas particles move freely and have large spaces between them, gases spread out and fill the available space. Compared with solids and liquids, gas particles are more spread out and move more freely. That explains their unique properties. When heat is added, particles gain energy and move faster. So, increasing temperature generally means faster particle movement. When matter cools, particles lose energy and move more slowly. Their movement and spacing can change as temperature changes. Understanding particle motion helps us explain why matter can change from one state to another when energy is added or removed. The particle model tells us that all matter is made of tiny particles that are constantly moving and have spaces between them. The arrangement and movement of particles help explain the properties of solids, liquids, and gases. Temperature also affects particle movement. So next time you see matter, remember, there is an invisible world of moving particles behind everything around you. Keep exploring! Keep asking, keep exploring, and remember, science starts with you. See you in our next science adventure.